Hello, my darlings. Good evening, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle, ATL By Night. Chapter 5, Gravedigger's Chant. Let's welcome our vampires.
My name is Tyler Sutherland, playing Aaron Ulrich.
My name is Ian E. Muller, playing Elia Jackson.
And I'm Kitty Kimchi, playing Jenni Greer.
And I'm Leona Rohr, playing Tomasina Elena Cuesta, and the only non-gangrel here.
Gang, gang.
And I'm your storyteller, Ellie Collins. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Saturnalia. By Night Studios and Reverie Studios is presenting Saturnalia. It's a intense, high-value, live-action role-playing Vampire the Masquerade experience. Using the 5th edition setting, this Nordic LARP takes place across 30 venues in the vibrant French Quarter of New Orleans. Sect and clan mix into a massive melting pot of supernatural festivities. Tradition and a hint of danger. Immerse yourself in a LARP where the city is your event space and where you control your destiny. Discover all Saturnalia has to offer at vampirelarp.com. And as always, don't forget to check out our link tree in chat for all of our sponsors and use the code ATL by Night at Die Hard Dice to get 10% off. And I think that is all of our ad reads. So, why don't we sit back and relax and let's tell a vampire story. When last we saw our kindred, they had begun to prepare for the upcoming party and received some unique gifts and support from Alpha. And all across the evening news, a body had been found. Tonight, the details finally break on the news. With the explosion of the Georgia Guidestones, a body has been discovered nearby, the body of one Raymond Jones. It was found along with an excavated time capsule. The time capsule appears to contain a toothbrush, a small crocheted blanket, a toy car, 4 sticks, and a picture of a random group of people at a man's birthday party, as well as a package of brightly colored postage stamps and a plastic cheetah. No one has been able to figure out what this random assortment of items has to do with the Guidestones, and authorities are still looking for assistance. But it's more than the authorities that are looking for assistance. Tonight, you've all been summoned to a Waffle House in Buckhead. Upon entering, you all see the CEO. Sitting in a booth, looking at you all expectantly, and across from him is Alpha. Come sit down. Pull up a chair.
Thomasina's just going to sit without saying anything.
And for Jackson, as you have not met this individual before, you see a very refined... yes, you
I
have.
met him at the trial at the Guidestones.
That's right. That's right. He is wearing a very interestingly ostentatious yellow and red business suit that is perfectly tailored to him.
I'm going to do what I usually do when we have a meeting and sit at the seats at the bar across from the booth
Okay.
and lean against the bar facing them.
Okay. And you all are sitting. So the CEO is in one side of the booth and Alpha is in the other side of the booth. So where are you all sitting?
Next to Alpha. Immediately.
Pat is
I'm gonna
Listen,
scoot
I'm
in
strategizing
next to the
like anyone else
CEO.
here.
Okay. And Alpha goes, thanks for meeting us. You won't start. And he looks up. And until now, you've all heard him with a very thick London accent. But he drops that. And he says, you can call me Duke Wukong. I am the Duke of North Georgia. And none of you have previous experience with Fae, so you do not know what this means.
I do.
You would know at least that this is a noble title.
Yeah, I'm just absolutely terrified to say a word in front of him.
Says, we have a problem, and per our agreement, you are here to assist us in this matter.
If you say so.
And you can see Alpha's just like,
Good answer.
he's maintaining the same frustration of, that's right, this is a part of the treaty. Says, I'm sure that you've heard the news about the body found at the Guidestones. That is my court of Elbert County and the surrounding areas. He's the count of the county.
Why do you need our help?
Because we need this resolved and a new count instated before the other regions find out about this. You do not want counts and dukes and kings coming down from Appalachia to take this.
Appalachian. Face sound fucking terrifying. Yeah, no.
Is there a particular deadline that you would like us to reach for?
As soon as possible, if you can.
What do you want us to do?
Whatever your kind does. Just find who did this. I'm going to work on reinstating a new count.
Would you like us to return them to you?
And you see just an almost impossibly wide grin spread on his face, and his eyes glint with a bit of shimmering gold. And you can see his hair gain streaks of blonde highlights. And he just goes, I suppose that's up to you. Now, if they're particularly horrible, enjoy yourselves. But if it's possible to bring him in one piece, that'd be, well, or a reasonable piece, that'd be fine with me.
Are we to assume that this person is an ongoing threat?
That's a reasonable assumption right now.
What can you tell us that the news doesn't know already?
I can tell you that the entire thing, and as he gets mad, you see the gold shimmer in his eyes shift to red. It says that it's definitely one of us. And I wouldn't rule out the one that's mad at all of you.
That's a not. Never mind.
The one that was owed your dear little... Oh, what was her name? It doesn't matter anymore.
Ah. So it might be one of you.
Yes.
And we can kill them.
Yes. What's the word that you use? The stupid little fancy word. And Alpha just sighs and goes, "It's a blood hunt." Yes. Consider it a blood hunt.
Okay.
But I would enjoy them greatly if you can bring them back, but I'm not going to be offended if you don't.
Yeah, sure. Got it. Understood.
Wonderful. And Alpha, you can see him sitting across the table. He gets a text and he stares at it for a minute, and then he just holds up his hand. He says, "Fuck, I'm sorry. We gotta go, Duke. We have an emergency, but send me everything you have. I'll get my resources on it. Have you spoken to the Garu or the mages about this?" And you just see Duke Wukong. "Gross, no." He goes, "Point taken. Okay, we'll be in touch. Come on. All of you."
Gladly.
As we're walking out, apparently we are more tasteful than Mooney or Talia's people to them. That's an interesting take, considering.
No comment.
Fair enough.
There's a civility they expect of us that they don't expect of them. And a compliance to boot.
And so as Alpha's rushing
That one I
all of you outside, once you get comfortably outside, you look back and the Duke is gone.
Of course he is.
And Alpha just turns around, and you can kind of see that, like, princely demeanor he was trying to maintain just completely drops. He just, "All right, we've got a massive problem."
What,
Another one.
what was more of an emergency than that
Oh,
sociopath?
He's more than that. We'll cover that another time. That involves bedtime stories.
Yeah,
and shit.
absolutely terrifying at all points in time. So, yes.
Yeah, he scares the shit out of me.
Is this going to be a problem that's going to be particularly on your ass until it's resolved?
This is a problem that, given the mission that we are trying to present to the Camarilla coming, we should probably not let a body be on our hands that goes counter to that mission. So we have a potential lost childer that we've been following, trying to gather information, but they're very squirrely. We haven't been able to get anything off them, no name, no information, nothing, just
Do we
kind of detecting them, haven't approached them yet. But seems they just got taken out of Piedmont Park.
like,
Taken.
kidnapped, taken?
Mouse tried following them, just saw figure came out, grabbed them. They got in a vehicle, drove like they knew they could be seen.
All right.
So we lost sight of them around Bellwood Quarry over there near Grove
Yeah.
Park.
Is this a former Savat lost child, or we don't know who the hell they are lost
We
child?
don't know who they are.
Okay.
And
It's a kindred that is unaccounted for, that we only just started researching. We learned of their appearance maybe. We got word that there was somebody reading as kindred in that general vicinity just a couple days ago, so we got nothing.
and everything that you've told us about the person who abducted them, that's all we know?
That is all we got.
Okay.
Sounds like
This happened probably, according to this text, about 20 minutes ago. But if we're supposed to expose ourselves as taking in these lost children and fully capable, and we don't need outside Camarilla at
can't
all,
have someone else, possibly Savat, snatching them up off the street.
Or
Precisely.
anarchs. I mean, I know that
or the Anarchs.
with everything we've been doing with them lately,
We need to make it look like we can get our shit handled.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, Bellwood Quarry, Grove Park, if it's a lost childer, get them out of whatever it is and bring them back. And if they're not, use your best judgment. You may just need to walk away from it.
Real quick. I'm sorry. Like, the only people I can think of snatching us off the street are Camarilla. If there was a Justicar or an Archon or something in town, they would let you know first, right?
They have to announce their presence to me.
And they
Okay.
will.
Also, all their RSVPs to the invitation say that they'll be arriving at the hotel the Thursday before.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and shoot a text to Josiah. Just let him know abduction near. You said near Bell Quarry.
Bellwood Quarry, yes.
Near Bellwood. Any intel? Anything we should be aware of? I'm gonna shoot that text to him.
He just says no real contacts in Bellwood.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna pull up the location on my phone so I know exactly where it is, because less familiar with the city, so that I can drive there.
All right, and he says, all right, I gotta go talk to some higher ups. I gotta play like a light bureaucracy, or I'd go with you. Keep me updated. Be safe.
Sure.
And Alpha is going to take off and get in his car. Now let's move over to Bellwood Quarry, shall we? Jenni, as you come to, your vision is blurry. It's very hard to focus, but there's definitely a figure in front of you. But when the figure speaks, it feels like you're trying to hear underwater. It's muffled at first, and over time, it becomes clear at least that it's a voice. He's definitely saying something like words. But when you move, you find that you are chained very tightly to a metal chair, or something like it. There's the sharp sting in your arm that begins to let you wake up a bit more. The grogginess subsiding as much as it can at the moment. You make out a lanky, taller man with tousled, fluffy brown hair, with a black V-neck with the collar stretched out, torn jeans, and steel-toe boots. And as your focus becomes clearer, you notice his gray eyes that seem so full of hate, and a scar running from his ear, down his throat, and across his chest. His hand cracks against the side of your cheek, so you can finally make out the words. Come on, wake the fuck up, Fang bitch.
You're gonna regret that.
Oh, that's cute. Now, you're gonna tell me where there's more of you, or I'm gonna start getting a little creative.
Do your worst.
Oh, I can do more than my worst. Come here, girl. And you see a large Dalmatian walk up from behind you and around to the side of you. One you hadn't even noticed was there. And she places her paws on your knees and gets up and leans just close enough to your face that you can't miss as she bares her teeth, her jaw twitching as she's ready to bite. Now, let's try this again. Because you see, you little fucking ticks on society just sucking blood and providing no other fucking purpose to the world. You're gonna help me find more. Because all of you crack eventually. You're selfish fucking little monsters. And all it takes is just the right button, sugar.
Look at here. You, Pongo, and Purdy that you have in the back there can eat my stink ditch.
All right then. And he goes over and he grabs a crowbar. And he weasels the crowbar against the flesh of your right side of your chest, knowing that that's not where your heart is. And he sets it again. He puts his hand on the back of it. And he forces it about an inch deep into your chest, as you'll take 1 superficial damage. And you'll just do that by marking a line through your health. Now, what were you doing in such a pretty park, fucking up the whole thing?
Your brother.
Cute. I love it. And he shoves the crowbar through your chest until it hits the back. And you take another superficial damage. And while he holds the crowbar there, it stings. and it sizzles. Not enough just yet, but enough to tell you this is probably not a crowbar. And he looks down to the dog. He goes, "Trudy, fetch." As he proceeds to lightly move the crowbar in circles. Where are more?
With your mom.
Good girl, Trudy. He reaches down and he pulls up what looks like garrote wire, but you can see buttons on the handles. And he wraps it around your neck and goes and stands behind you. Where? And he presses the button as you are electrocuted around your throat. R, presses again. More, and presses again.
I don't know.
You don't know. Oh, that's just fucking pathetic. Some little lonely bitch wandering around the park looking for a friend. And he tightens the wire. Well then, I think I know what to do with you. And he releases the wire. He goes, "Trudy, sit." The dog goes and sits in front of you. And he yanks the crowbar out. Through all of this, you now have taken 1 aggravated damage. And Trudy sits in front of you. And she just stays poised with her eyes locked on yours, staring in a way that a normal dog would not. And you see him walk away and take a call, but he doesn't look away from you. He's just standing in the room, but he's making sure that you can't hear him. And he leaves the room. And the dog stays and sits watching you. What will you do?
I am going to speak to the dog.
Okay. Are you using feral whispers?
No.
Okay. You're just gonna talk to it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
When I move from this seat, I'm going to turn you into a sweater.
One moment, as I will roll for Trudy. Oh, that's God. Okay. We have Trudy lunges at you and clamps down on your shin. And she clamps down and then clamps down harder and then clamps down harder, as if she's trying to break the bone. And you will take 4 superficial damage from the bite. And as she finishes, not quite breaking your leg, she lets go and she licks her lips and goes back to her waiting position.
Cruella de Vil had the right idea with these fuckers.
And you see her head kind of tilt. She doesn't know who Cruella de Vil is. And she just sort of starts, she'll walk around you in a circle and then go back to her waiting position, wait a little bit, walk around, and sit again. And eventually, the gentleman comes back in the room. And he looks at Trudy and sees the blood on her mouth. He's, oh, good girl. He looks, he goes, so, let's just try this again. Since you were out in the park looking for a friend, anybody miss you?
Whatever it is you're looking for, I don't know. I was looking at someone. That's it.
Looking at someone to hurt them, because that's what your kind does.
No, I was just people watching.
Mm-hmm. Stupid bitch. And he walks out of the room again. And you can hear him on the other side take a call, and he is yelling and screaming. You can't quite make out the words, as it is a heavy metal door that you hear shut, but whatever conversation he's having on the other side, he is incensed. And make me a wits and awareness as you look around this room. And your current hunger would be at 1.
2.
2. You notice that there are 2 cameras in the corner of the room. There's a small light above you, but you see a track along the floor, probably about 10 feet out from your feet, and the track seemingly goes up along the wall as well. It's just like a thin track, kind of like for shower doors. And then looking on the ceiling, you see a kind of rail that goes from the ceiling over a wall of the room and further out. And the ceiling is probably about 20 feet tall. Now that you've got time to focus and look at the room. And you can see that the wall to the side of you goes up about 8 feet, and then it's empty for the next few feet, and then that railing. So a railing goes from outside of this room into it and passes into another space.
And where is he?
He went behind you through a large metal door.
Okay.
And also, I would say with your wits awareness, since Trudy is not actively doing anything, you would see that you are currently chained to a vintage electric chair.
Okay. This is not how I wanted to spend my night.
Anything else you would like to do while you wait?
Not yet.
Okay. We are going to quickly jump back to our coterie. So, coterie, you've gotten your instructions.
Mhm.
Jackson, you've looked up the location.
Yep.
What will you all be doing?
Are we headed that way?
Yeah, I guess so.
Squeeze into your car.
There's only 3 of us.
Okay.
Plenty of room.
There's 4 of us in that car, and we all know that.
There are 4 of us in that car.
Okay. Make me Dex and Drive.
Four.
4. Reasonably successful. People on 285 are not paying attention like they should, as per usual.
Usually aren't.
And you're able to get out there. You miss your turn a couple times. But given that Bellwood Quarry is a part of a larger park,
Yep.
you are able to find it. And where you enter from the park, there's a lot of greenway and pavilions and things.
Do we have a sense of, I don't know, you can talk to animals? Can we ask an animal what happened?
I can take a look around.
I feel like that's the best possibility we have in this itty bitty wilderness. I also double checked to see if we had anything any other eyes on the situation. They don't know anything.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I think just as well too. Aaron, there's no contacts you still have that might be able to like hear about like a stolen vehicle or anything like that. I don't know.
Storyteller, now that I have phone proficiency again, may I have downloaded, say, just a regular police scanner app?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I'll turn that on just as a background noise.
Okay.
Try to listen for anything.
We'll call that, let's say, wits and technology.
Get it? Burn a willpower. That was no successes. Okay, that is 3. Better.
3. Fantastic. You are able to pick up some information on the scanner. Nothing regarding abduction. You are getting cops getting some leads potentially on the murder of Raymond Jones, and talking about the guide stones, and you're getting a couple codes that I will say you could have written down.
Okay.
You're getting more leads on the
Side
task
quest.
for Duke Wukong.
Okay, I'll relay that, but nothing substantial for now.
Okay.
And
yeah,
the road, so the road for this area continues around, as there is greenways and parks, and then the quarry reserve and the quarry building.
Gotcha.
They said, Alpha said Mouse was tracking the person. Can you see if Mouse has a description of the van or the person we're looking for?
Sure. I can.
Okay.
Do I have like what are my contacts actually like right now with them?
Oh, with the nose?
Yeah.
Decent.
Okay. I don't know if I necessarily have anything for Mouse, but I think I have something for what were the other 3 that we were introduced to
Oh, yeah.
a while back?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I wanted to go ahead and try and fire off something to them and see if they had any intel on the van or anything like that.
Okay. So you get a response pretty quickly from Keys.
Thank you.
Keys sends you small surveillance video clips along with a message that says fucking text limits, and then a couple other video clips.
Nice.
They're all like 5 seconds long.
Yeah.
In pieces. And it shows a black 4-door truck with an extended bed, driving very erratically, though not that uncommon for Atlanta. But seemingly turning down roads, making no sense. A lot of the clips that you're getting is truck turn, and then truck turn. And you can see 2 figures in there, and then you get the small footage from the park, which unfortunately is from a very far away lamppost. So it's just 2 figures becoming close and then dragging away.
Okay. I'm going to share that with them.
So a black truck.
I know that this is going to sound really single-minded, I suppose. I don't like trucks. When was the last time you saw one of us with a truck?
You may be asking the wrong person.
You all would know
people.
Cirrus owns a truck.
Yeah, Cirrus. Several of the gangrel.
Anything at this point that
Proctor.
anything at this point that tends to want us that has that kind of, I guess, towing capacity. That's a mission, whatever that is. That's not a sudden decision to do this. Like, this to me looks like,
Actively targeting.
yeah.
Okay.
Like SI, but you said there's no.
No.
So worse than SI. What's worse than
Well, I mean, yeah, it could be Anarchs, it could be Sabat, but whatever it is, it's intentional. This isn't an opportunity. It doesn't look like.
Show me the clip with the abduction.
I'll show him.
and I figure out where in the park that was, and I'm gonna drive over there. Or
Okay.
walk.
No, so the abduction was in Piedmont Park. It did not happen at Bellwood Quarry.
Oh.
Oh.
The
okay.
clips show you the person leaving Piedmont Park with
And driving to Bellwood Quarry.
and driving to Bellwood Quarry.
Okay.
Though in the 5-second clips, it's hard to determine how they even got to Bellwood Quarry. But you do see the last clip is the truck pulling in to where the quarry sign for the park is. They pull in that way, and that's about it.
Okay.
Can we look for the truck?
Yeah, let's drive around for a... Let's carefully drive around a little bit.
Okay.
Let's go on foot. Let's go on foot. I'm gonna pull over in a secluded, dark area.
Okay.
Get out. Make sure everyone else gets out.
Please.
Lock the car.
Child locks. Yeah.
All right. And so we're quickly going to switch back to the quarry as the gentleman enters the room again. And big smile on his face. Just comes over, just kind of plays with your hair a little bit. Just goes, well, looks like we got some company. Seems you were lying to me after all.
Do tell.
Somebody's come a-looking for you. So I think I should go greet our little guests. I'll have some fun with your friends. And he backhands you hard enough that you feel a tooth dislodge in your mouth. And he kisses the top of your head, yanks your hair back, and walks out. And Trudy this time goes with him. And you are left in here all alone.
You're lucky I like that shit. So I'm gonna see if I can
Try struggling. All right, so let's call that. Give me, let's say, strength and brawl.
Need new stats for wiggle and shimmy.
3 successes.
3 successes, wonderful. So you're straining against the chains, but unfortunately nothing budges. You're able to wiggle and shimmy, but as you do it, you can hear multiple padlocks kind of jostling against the back of the chair.
Fuck me.
The chair itself does move, but it is heavy. So you kind of, as you're jostling, you can see it's not bolted to the floor. It rocks a little bit, but it is far too heavy to actually move it.
Okay.
It appears to be pretty much solid metal.
Okay. Right, so it is that time that I'm going to sit and await my fate.
All right, so let's go back to the coterie. So as you guys are going through the forest, everyone make me wits and investigation.
I'm going to shapeshift
Okay.
before we go any much deeper. I'm going to change into a cat.
Okay.
I do not get hungrier.
Okay. 3, 4. A large shape change roll for the bird or cat.
5.
5. Okay. So as you all are going through the woods, are you splitting up or sticking together?
Stick it together.
I am.
Stick with Thomas
Until these guys end up like turning into whatever, like
Yeah.
I'm with them.
Okay, and you turned into your bobcat form?
I changed into my bobcat form, and then once we entered the woods and they saw me shift, I'm gonna slink off and just lose them in the brush and shadow.
Okay. So with your combined 3 and 4,
Well, my 5 was for the investigation. I have to roll.
Yes.
I think, for shapeshift.
Yes. With your 3 and 4 for the investigation, the 2 of you looking through, you see a couple campers, small teardrop campers that have clearly have had people in them recently, but they're just not here right now. There is one car there, but it's a blue sedan.
Are there any generators or anything like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Kitty Cat.
Yeah.
You are going through, you find several woodland creatures.
Of course.
Along the forest floor, you can find some sort of walking trails that have been made by people going clearly off the trail, wandering back, and you find a small tent city back there. Everyone's asleep.
Yeah.
No sign of the truck.
Don't bother them. Do I smell anything out of place?
No.
Okay. Do I smell a recently run vehicle?
With the time span that it's been now, no.
Okay.
Storyteller, is this a campground that's like an intentional campground? It has like water hookups and stuff like that, or is this?
The one with the 2 campers, yes.
Okay.
I'll kick on Silence of Death just to mute any crunching leaves
Okay.
as I'm walking.
And probably Weight of the Feather for me.
Way of the feather. Okay.
I'm also going to put my phone on silent, just prevent any sudden
Getting-
surprises from Alpha.
Getting used to having a phone again. You do see when you go to put your phone on silent, you actually have a message from Patrick.
Great. Wonderful timing as always. I will not
This is
look
a
at
new
that.
this is a new phone with a new number, but you recognize Patrick's number.
Layers upon layers of problems tonight. All right.
Okay.
Should we look around a little closer off of the road?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's no truck. It's not to say that they couldn't be here. It's just I want that confirmation first.
I'm gonna quietly pad back over to them.
Okay. You two see the little bobcat.
I look up at both of you and just shake my head, and then I kind of nod towards the direction the building is in.
Okay.
Gonna walk with the bobcat.
All right. And so, as you walk up to the building, we're going to cut back real quick to Jenni. You see the cameras in the room, and you can hear them turning and focusing on you. And you can hear a hum from the lights above you. And one of the cameras, the light on it turns off. And a minute later, the other camera, the light turns off. Make me another wits and awareness roll.
Four.
4. Wonderful. You hear very faintly at first, like when you're a kid and you can hear your grandmother's tube TV turn on. You hear faint crackling and buzzing, kind of coming from everywhere. It's hard to place where it's coming from. It's more a generic sound. It doesn't have a direct location. It's a bit all over. And with how much you got, I will say you can see a light shine from that track that runs along the floor and the walls.
Fuck is that? I like to activate resilience.
Okay. A good plan at this point. Okay. So we go back to the group. So you guys are heading towards the building?
Yeah.
Okay. You have a little bit more forest to get through. You do find a pavilion that has probably what were the campers from way back having a meal. They just kind of wave. They're like, hey, you know this place closes at sundown. You're not supposed to be here unless you're camping.
I was gonna say here with a friend. Clearly.
Okay, cool cat.
Oh, that's not. Oh, wow. That's really close. Wow, I didn't realize that.
Oh shit! And they like get up and start coming towards you. They're like, "Hey, come on, come over here. Here, scat, get out of here, get out of here. Hey, get out."
Yeah, you should get out. You.
Part of me wants to just like sit there and just start. I move back over into the tree line and then skirt
He's
around
like,
it.
"Sorry about that."
You saved us. Thank you.
Wow.
Between the coyotes and the bobcats and the mountain dogs, it can get kind of hairy up here sometimes. But you know, that's what we get for horrible deforestation. You know, it's not their fault. They're being chased out of their homeland. So like, I can't even get really that mad at them, even if one killed my dog.
Well, yeah. No, food supplies are no joke.
Yeah.
Have you had other encounters with other things while you've been out here?
Oh, like deers come up and kind of wreck our stuff sometimes, and like the raccoons, you got to get your stuff in the dumpster or the raccoons will get in your trailer.
I mean, at least the animals are the worst of it, right? There's no like I'm here with a friend, but I heard that there's like a couple neighbors around here that are a little sketchy. Is that weird? Or is that a thing?
I mean, not all campers are cool.
Sure.
You know, sometimes you think you got a buddy and it doesn't work out.
Someone drives through with like a really loud like truck.
I
or
hate that.
something.
Absolutely hate that.
There was like a truck that came by earlier, but that's like the maintenance guy. He blasts really loud music, but he left probably about 20 minutes ago. He usually just comes in, checks on things, and heads out. So he's not too bad as a neighbor.
Okay.
But man, there is this family. They got like 6 kids, do nothing but scream. And they insist on being here. But you know what? I guess to each his own.
You are by far the most patient person I've probably ever seen. You said the maintenance guy, is that like, do they do like general camp stuff, or do they do...
Oh, he deals with the building. Like, make sure that the reservoir is running properly.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So he's not who we call if something goes wrong here.
Oh no, if something goes wrong here, you're gonna call Jeff. I think I've got his business card on me. And he hands you this like crinkled, clearly months old business card that's been washed a couple times. He's like, yeah, you just call Jeff. He's great with the like hookups, making sure that your trailer gets like set the way you need, or if you do a tent, he can also help make sure all that's good for you.
Thank you so much. I don't think I'm hearing any like rustling or anything like that. I think we're gonna try and make a run for the next site. But thank you so much.
No problem. You guys have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.
And he goes back to the picnic table with the food.
Okay. Onward we go. I'm looking around for a bobcat.
Yeah, once
gonna
you're
drop
back,
test.
once you're back into the tree line away from them, I just
Oh no! Oh gosh! Save me! Neither of us can talk to you. I'm so sorry.
That is very true.
just vicissitude actual vocal cords into one.
Okay.
You guys do see a deer kind of slow walking through the trees.
Mm.
Just a doe going by.
I guess they get fed a lot around here. All right.
That building.
Do either of you want to head over there first in any particular guise?
I looked at the bobcat.
I just keep walking.
Yeah, okay, great. I would like to kind of see if there's a perimeter around or what the perimeter is like around the building.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you come out through the trees,
Mm-hmm.
you do see it kind of clears for a bit, and you have to walk a little bit down the road, past, like, it's a bit of a clearing. And to the right is the reservoir, which is a very large, deep-set lake. It's where they've kept water inside the quarry, but it's probably about 30, 40 feet down. Probably more. But you walk through the clearing. There is a car up at the house, or up at the building. It's a large white building. All the lights are off. And you see a figure standing at the overlook by the building. And that is where we are going to take our break a little early tonight. Join us. We're going to get some water, stretch our legs, and when we come back, we'll see who that mysterious figure is. Bye.
Bring the dead body down to the graveyard now. Bring the dead down low, down low. Bring the dead body down to the graveyard, son. Bring the dead down low, down low. Watch yourself, you can't run, you can't hide. Stay with me, you can't run, you can't hide. Watch yourself, bring the dead body down. 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 Bring the dead man's shoes to the seashore, child. Bring the dead man's shoes down low. Bring the dead man's shoes to the seashore, child. Bring the old man's shoes down low. Watch yourself, you can't run, you can't hide. Stay with me, you can't run, you can't hide. Watch yourself, bring the dead body down. 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 Lord have mercy. Lord, don't have mercy for you. Lord have mercy. Lord, don't have mercy for you. Watch yourself. Lord have watch yourself. Lord have watch yourself. Lord don't have mercy for you. Bring the dead body down. 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 Wash the dead man clothes in the creek now, child. Wash your clothes till the creek turn red. Wash the dead man clothes in the creek now, child. Wash your clothes till the creek turn red. Bring the dead body down. Yourself. Bring the dead body down. Yourself. Bring the dead body down. Bring the dead body down. Yourself. Lord, don't have mercy for you. Lord, don't have mercy for you. Lord, don't have mercy for you.
Welcome back. And so as you guys have come around the corner, you see the main building. It's a large white structure. It has big windows, floor to ceiling. You see the reservoir, which, gorgeous as it is, forest around it. The forest that you were going through kind of comes around the edge of it. And it's sharp rocks all the way down, but it looks like a lake that was not formed naturally, like it was just cut into the ground. And reservoir doesn't appear to be too terribly deep. It's probably about a mile deep. And you see a white car, or it was probably white at some point, but with the dirt and everything on it, you're convinced it might be beige. And there's just someone standing in a hoodie at the overlook, just kind of standing at the edge, looking out into the water. And when you pull up, they turn around and they can see you coming, and they kind of take a couple steps back.
I'm gonna hang back from them.
I think we're all just staring at this person from the trees at this point, just like,
Well, you've walked through that clearing, so
that's right.
you're in open area on the
sure
road.
am.
I'm going to wave.
And they kind of like nervously lift their hand. You can tell that the actually make me wits and insight.
Get it?
Let's see what you can gather from their demeanor.
There it is. 2.
Okay. You can gather that they seem to be kind of scared of you as you're walking up. Like they're kind of having that vibe of like,
Yeah.
who the fuck is just showing up over here?
In the middle of the night, right?
Yeah.
With me hanging back, have they seen me yet?
Not at this point.
Good. I'm going to.
There is still a lot of greenway, so if he looks past the approaching people, he will just see a bobcat standing in the grass.
No, he won't, because I'm going to activate Obfuscate.
Okay.
And I'm going to activate Unseen Passage and Silence of Death.
Okay.
Okay, I do not get hungrier. And now I'm just going to walk up to him.
Okay.
Them.
How close are you getting to the figure?
Enough to make out features.
Okay.
So not super close, but...
Okay. And Thomasine and Aaron, what are you doing?
I am so scared to do a goddamn thing. I am. What is vampire for shitting myself? I'm just like at this point, like I'm going over to Aaron and I'm just saying, like, okay, I don't know what the fuck to do. I have no idea.
It's one person that we can see.
Mm-hmm.
It's if it turns into a scuffle, it's 3-on-1.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not a foe, an adversary, it may be someone we can talk to about seeing things being disturbed, like cars moving, people coming in and out of buildings.
Right. Let me talk through something with you really quick. I know I've been in situations where there are guards, in situations where there are completely unsuspecting people. This looks like someone in a situation that is clearly fraught, but otherwise isn't prepared for whatever this is. I have no way of knowing whether this is okay. I like placing pretty solid bets.
Do you just not like the woods?
I don't like this little intel.
Gotcha.
And then I'm going to turn back around and I'm also just like, I don't know, this is it too, and just also going to wave.
And you can see, again, the nervous wave. And Jackson getting closer, you see taller, thin-shaped, ripped jeans, steel-toe boots, and a hoodie from Georgia Tech with the hood pulled up. And you just see a handsome face.
Do they appear to be able to see me in any way, shape, or form?
They do not notice you. And actually, make me... What would we call this? Because you don't have Anton's power to specifically tell what people are.
Nope.
Let's call it wits and... Yeah, let's say insight.
Yeah, that's fine. I can do that. I've got dice for that. Yeah, 3.
3. You're getting kindred vibes off of him.
Huh, okay.
The hoodie is kind of covering. You can't really like tell if he's breathing or not, but
Yeah.
you're kind of getting kindred.
Pallor and
Yeah.
mannerisms.
Yeah, like everything about this guy is reading as kindred to you.
I'm gonna look around.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see anyone now that I'm closer to him, closer to the edge? Do I see anyone else? Do I see any outside? Like, are there cameras on the outside of the building?
General security cameras on the building, but they're mainly pointed more towards the parking lot and doors.
So not out here.
Right.
Cool.
None on
Okay.
the overlook. And the overlook is a small platform that just kind of goes over the water, probably about 10 feet.
Okay.
I'm going to start walking towards the person.
Yep.
Okay.
I am going to position myself kind of behind them, but not between them and the edge of the embankment.
Okay.
Probably walk
So just
past
kind
you,
of out of their
knowing-
line of sight.
Yeah, so that if anything happens, I can flank them,
Okay.
basically, and make them be between me and those two.
Okay. So as you guys approach, what are you saying?
I look out over the...
Or rather, I'm sorry, the better question is how are you approaching?
Sure.
Just at this point, just casual walk forward.
Okay.
Um,
As you kind of like pass by the street light and get a little closer, since you're keeping a casual demeanor, he just kind of calls out to you. It was, "Hey, are you the owners? I promise I'm not doing anything. I was just trying to get some fresh air, I guess. Not that I need that these days, but it seemed like somewhere to go to get some peace and quiet. I'm sorry. I can leave."
no, you're fine. Are you in trouble or anything like that?
No, just it's been a rough couple of months. I just, it's quiet here, and don't nobody come around here except the campers. And the second you get away from them, it's more quiet. Just kind of wanted to come clear my head for a little bit.
Well, I know that can be kind of invaluable. We're just kind of taking a bit of a walk. If you need anything, we'll be around.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
And let me roll this for him. Okay.
I want a save point right now.
Make sure you heal full.
So with a 4 critical, he goes, "Okay, y'all are kind of pale and you're not breathing. Are you guys vampires?"
Are you?
I asked you first. Please, I just don't want no trouble.
We're involved.
You're not with that other guy, are you?
We thought we were the only
I
ones
just
out.
got away from him, and I swear to fuck, I'll fight the both of you if I gotta.
Right, no. Again, you said you're not in trouble, though.
It's this guy who tried to grab me in the park, and I took off over here. I've been hiding out here for a while.
When did he try to take you?
It was just earlier.
Is there anyone that you were able to call to tell them about it?
I don't have any time on my prepaid phone. And to be honest, I don't really have any friends since kind of can't go to no brunches no more, clearly. But thank you. This has been a hell of a night. Sorry. My name's Zane.
Zane, I'm Aaron, and I've been with this city for a while. We can help you get connected.
Yeah.
Cool. I've kind of managed a cool little secret place to stay here. If you guys can help me make sure it's secure. If you've been here a while.
Yeah. I think we could probably do that. Zane, Where did you come from?
Oh, I'm from North Tennessee, kind of a little ways above Nashville.
Sure.
I moved out here about 2 years ago, I think.
Mm-hmm. Do you normally just kind of keep to the outsides here?
Yeah. I try and be close enough to the city where I can still feed and whatnot, but try and hide as best as I can, so I take places people aren't likely to look. But that guy just up and got me in the park, so I'm just hoping what I got here is good enough.
Yeah.
That's partly why we're here. Is tonight we got intel that someone was taken.
And if that was you, if you want to let us know where that person is.
I didn't see nothing about him. He got me from behind and tossed me in his truck and had a black mask on.
Mm-hmm.
I kicked the shit out of him and ran back to my car and came out here.
Storyteller, is there anything about Zane that looks like the person who was taken in the footage?
The footage had no discernible features on it.
Of course. All right. I think we can at least make sure that you are safe. If you need to be transported to a different area, then we know areas where you can still have the freedom to roam.
I mean, I like my place. If y'all can, since you know what you're doing, tell me if it's good and secure. That'd help. Don't laugh, and he walks over to a ladder that goes down into the quarry, into the reservoir. He goes, it's down there. There's some old maintenance stuff from before they filled the quarry. I just took over one of the rooms.
It's pretty nice. It's deep enough, no sunlight.
Yeah, and honestly, once you get in and go up a ways, I can show you. And he starts going down the ladder.
I don't mind going if you don't want to get wet.
I will.
If you want to see what else we can find, or
I'm gonna stay behind and just kind of keep inspecting the area. Just because I don't like the idea of someone. If you've escaped but you're still sticking around, kind of. The idea you got from it is everything happened around Piedmont because he was able to run back to his car, right,
and then drive back to his haven. And Piedmont is easily about 30 minutes from here.
Yeah,
because this is over near Bankhead.
Right, but if this was someone who was abducted from Piedmont, taken to Bellwood.
Oh, he didn't say taken to Bellwood.
Okay.
He just said he was taken.
Oh, okay.
And he fought and got out of that truck.
Okay.
And ran back to his car, so he was running distance away.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna stick up here a little bit. Let me know if there's anything you need.
I'll plan to be back. Zane, is it right if I come back in, say, 15 minutes?
He goes back, yeah, sure.
Okay. I'll try to be back by then. I won't get cell service down there.
That's probably true.
I'm going to shift again
Okay.
into...
This will break your obfuscate.
I know, that's fine, because I'm shifting into a mouse.
Okay, you are going to be a very big mouse.
Metamorphosis. No, I'll be a normal-sized mouse.
Okay.
And you will feel something climbing the back of your pant leg. And up under
sorry.
your shirt.
I had a scratch.
That's fine. He's just still coming down the ladder.
Yep, and I look just to check. Okay. Great.
I literally just... Hi.
Okay.
And I'm clinging to you.
Okay. Yeah, great.
And so as he comes down, you can see the water goes almost to chest level. It's probably about 5 feet deep from the platform he's on. And he's rather tall, so it's... he's probably about 6'2".
Okay, I'll follow down.
And he kind of goes around that platform and into a little tunnel and up a hill.
All right. I try to keep as much air as I can out. Well, you don't need to breathe. You're fine. So I will follow.
Okay. And he takes you down. The water is actually nice and cool and refreshing. You wouldn't have expected reservoir water to be this clean. It actually is, thankfully. And Zane heads through a door and kind of leaves it open for you as he heads in.
I'm gonna take just a quick look, see if I spot anything a la like Anton kind of wards on the door.
Nothing that you can see on this door, so probably not a Tremere.
That's fine. I will follow in.
Okay. Please make me wits and awareness. Same for you, Jackson. Where are you on Aaron now?
Shirt, torso.
Okay. Like a
kind of-
shirt pocket?
Yeah.
There we go. Burn another willpower.
Getting low on those willpowers.
That's
Ooh. Ooh. Messy crit.
Messy crit.
6.
How would we rule the messy crit wits and awareness? You saw so hard.
I can see everything.
Actually, Aaron, what did you get? 4? So when you come in, the door behind you, there's a large breeze and it slams shut.
Great.
And it is completely pitch black.
I'll turn on
And-
Eyes of the Beast.
Okay? You can see that you're in a room. You hear a mechanical whirring. Jackson, you also hear this whirring, but you peek out of your pocket to look, leaving yourself fully exposed.
Yeah. Also, Eyes of the Beast,
Yep.
so that I can see.
You see that you're in a room, and you hear Zane call out from from on the other side of a wall. And he just goes, "Sorry about that, it's my security system, it sticks. 1 second, light fuse blew the other day. I've been meaning to replace that stupid shit. Anyway, problem with taking over rundown places, I guess. Hold on, here we go." And you hear like clicking and clanging and switches being turned. All right, here we go. Got it. And will you both please make me wits and athletics?
Can do.
Wits and athletics.
Five.
I have different stats. Hold on.
And what is it that puts you out of metamorphosis?
Technically nothing, but I'm also like more susceptible to damage in my current form. So if I'm in danger, I will shift again. Okay, I don't have.
Let's see how that wits and athletics goes.
1, 2, 3.
5.
2.
2.
I'm clinging to him, so
Aaron, what'd you get?
5.
5. Please make me composure and awareness.
I'm getting Saw flashbacks.
yeah. Composure awareness. Interesting.
As you said, if you sense danger, you're going to change. That's why I'm ruling this as composure.
Secret.
Stop it.
I keep rolling a 10 on this hunger die. I did on the last roll too. I just didn't have a second one.
I just have a lot of like really old Taco Bell sauces in my pocket. And you just keep stepping in it, gets rancid, distracted.
7 messy crits.
So you can't tell what you see,
Yeah.
but the vibes are off. And you fall out of Aaron's pocket and instinctively shift back into your regular self.
Yep. And probably activate resilience.
And what was your athletics?
5.
5. And so it's too quick for either of you to see or notice. But a thick loop of chain comes flying at your face, looping around your necks, and tightens quickly, hoisting you up into the air.
Great.
This feels unnecessary.
And you hear, Now, before anyone gets any funny ideas, and there's a loud click. And as he speaks, the mechanical arms come down with shotguns leveled at your faces. 4 of them. 2 on Jackson, 2 on Aaron. He goes, all right, now hang tight, fuckers. Another thing switches, and you are sent careening down this track, swinging by your neck with these shotguns still pointed at you, a part of this track car system.
This would actually be really cool if it wasn't terrifying.
Swinging you through hallways and corridors and rooms. Please make me composure and resolve.
Is this a frenzy check?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna do another willpower because they keep rolling blanks.
We are getting low on it.
It's fine. Got plenty to burn.
And for Jenni, you can hear this happening. You can hear yelling and the man's voice.
Going to as well.
And you can hear all the mechanical
I would
whirring
use this often.
and something that sounds like a runaway train.
I presume I can't hear anything from where I am.
But they've been gone for a bit.
Getting close on 15 minutes.
Getting close.
7 messy. Not messy, but 7 with a crit.
7 with crit.
5.
5. All right. So as you're swinging past doorways, something about them just doesn't feel quite right. It hurts. Not bad enough to really hurt, but enough to notice someone or something or whatever is behind that door. All the doors you're passing. It hurts. And you will avoid the superficial damage for passing these doors. And you come to a halt in a room with a young woman chained to an electric chair on the other side of the room. Trudy has re-entered the room and is standing beside you and growling at the new companions. And you see 2 men hanging by their necks from very thick boat chain.
Hi.
I take it you're my friends he was referring to.
It's a rescue.
For me?
Looking around for Zane.
He does enter the room, just... Well, seems whether you talk or not, you're a perfect piece of bait. And he presses a button on a little controller in his hand and lowers you both to about maybe a foot above the ground, just enough to make conversation more reasonable. And he presses another button and the shotguns move to the side and point towards the 2 of you and you. And Thomasina, at this point, they have been gone 20 minutes.
You said that the white building has windows floor to ceiling. Is there anything that I am able to view through those windows?
Just lots of mechanical equipment. Pretty much all the equipment it takes to run the reservoir in kind of the maintenance section of it, and then there is like an event hall space.
Okay. And there doesn't appear to be anyone, there's no lights or anything like that they're currently on. Okay. I am going to head back over to the campers. And I'm gonna start walking as though just like I'm in a huff. And just try and like get back to them. Do they have a fire burning by any chance?
They do.
Awesome. And I'm just gonna yell back, fine, see if I care. That's all I got. And I'm gonna just say like, oh my god, I swear to god, or I'm gonna go hopefully back up to the same guy we were talking to.
Yeah, you can find him.
I'm just gonna say, swear to god, There's nothing that is going to test a friendship like suddenly being out in the wilderness. I swear to God. I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of...
Your friend get mad at you?
He has been... Everything gets on his nerves. And when they get on his nerves, they get on my nerves. This is the last time that I'm doing this. And I granted, like, I don't
do
do
you
this
need a
lot.
ride? We can get you out of here if you want. Get you back home. Did you ride with him?
Yeah. I mean, I can get other rides or anything like that. Storyteller, is there like beer, liquor, or anything else like that out here?
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Is there any bottle of particularly high proof, anything that I can see?
There's terrapin.
No. Is there anything especially flammable that can get some distance?
Not particularly.
Of course not. Right. I'm just gonna go over and just say, like, I tried really, really hard to, just kind of let us explore, let us, like, see everything that there was to see, you know what I mean? Like, we've been on the road for a while now, and, like, he is...
Oh, like cross-country trip, and y'all are really getting on each other's nerves?
Yeah, but he also... This was his idea. Like, this was, like, I had notions about it, I guess, but I barely know this guy.
Oh, that's not good. You gotta be safe out here. You don't know what... You don't even know if I'm safe. You're talking to a man in the woods who, like, just spent his last $2 on Taco Bell. Like, you really have to be more careful.
I know, but... I mean, after that last girl, I know he just needed someone to at least, I guess, talk to. Like, what kind of a friend, like, just leaves you in the middle of, like, another camping trip? Like, now, granted, I'm almost at my wit's end, too, but... I mean, to just disappear, ridiculous.
So one woman disappears and, like, you just join up with this guy and now he's not acting too great.
Like, now that I say it out loud, like, maybe...
Yeah, you want me to call you an Uber? I'll call you an Uber. Don't worry about it. It's no problem at all. I have my dad's credit card. It's cool. It's cool.
Actually...
And he's already in the process of calling you an Uber.
Now that I think about it...
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's been a couple friends that he's had that have gone missing.
That's not good. We should get you out of here.
Could you also... If it were you, would you call, like, the police or something at this point?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But, like, all due respect, ACAB, I'm not calling him.
That's absolutely fair.
You call him, that's on you. I will call you an Uber.
Right. I'm gonna...
It's no problem at all.
I feel like I need to do something here, and I just don't know what yet.
Tell you what, let's get you home. You can go to bed, think on it. Maybe, you had a fight. Could be sus. Could be you're just upset. One or the other. I say get home, eat something. Have you eaten? Have you drank water?
You know what? Like,
really
I have been really,
hydrate.
really good about that.
Okay.
Would you... Tell you what. Last thing...
You want a terrapin?
You know what? Actually, yeah. And I'm gonna go ahead and take that.
Yeah. He passes you a bottle of...
Is it cold? Is it warm?
It's cold.
Awesome.
Sweetwater 420.
Sweet. Just say thank you. There's one thing. Like, could you... I don't know. Could you at least walk me back there just so I have someone else to, like...
Yeah,
be there
sure.
just in
I'll
case?
bodyguard you. It's fine.
Thank you. What was your name again? I'm so sorry.
Oh, my name's Neighbor.
Neighbor. I love it. And so I'm going to start walking with Neighbor back to where I was.
Okay. Nobody's there.
I'm just like, I swear, like, he was right here. This is driving me, like, a little crazy. I don't know.
He goes, I'll help you look.
Okay.
And as you look, we're gonna go back to the group. So what are you guys doing hanging here real quick? Just to get any actions you may be doing, choosing to struggle or anything like that?
I want to struggle noticeably and see if the guns are trained on us or
Yes.
if it's like a trigger that he has to pull.
Okay. So go ahead and give me Dex and Brawl, or Strength and Brawl to struggle. Jackson, are you struggling as well?
No.
Okay.
I have resilience activated, the fortitude, so that it's not hurting me to just hang there and look annoyed, but I'm basically waiting for a good opportunity to use shapeshift for it to slip through it. So that I can do something, but waiting for an actual time to act where he's not just gonna shoot them.
What'd you-
10 with 2 crits.
Okay.
What?
Okay. Trying not to snap the chain. All right.
So, as you're struggling, you can see that the guns are trained on you. They are automated. And anytime Jackson sways, the gun pointed at him sways. And as you're kicking and flailing, and Zane is just staring at you like, you manage to swing it in just the right way that it snaps the connector and you drop down to the ground.
Okay. From there, I'm going to lunge at Zane.
Okay?
I will use that opportunity to use metamorphosis to shapeshift.
One moment. I need to roll for the guns.
Yep.
Both of you, please take 2 points of aggravated damage as the guns go off, hitting Jackson. What are you metamorphosing into, real quick? Or what were you attempting? Let's say attempt.
Let's say attempt. This gun's trained on. Where's the gun trained on? My face or my torso?
It's pointed at you. You can't tell an exact space because they are decently above you.
I was just gonna change into something small so that I just dropped.
Okay. As you get in the process of becoming small enough to slip through is when the gun does trigger.
Okay.
And it's going to take your left shoulder, take a decent chunk out of it.
Okay.
Aaron,
I'm gonna.
you said you wanted to lunge at him.
Yeah.
It
Before-
does shoot you and hit you in the bicep.
As it hits, I'm just gonna soak it with Defy Bane
Okay.
and just switch that over to superficial. I can only take so much of that though.
Okay. And let me.
You said it was 2 ag.
Yes, 2 ag. And so, Jenny, you see your rescuers have gotten their shit rocked by some shotguns.
As soon as I see them get shot, I go, oh shit!
And Aaron, are you still choosing to lunge at him?
I'm just going to tackle him. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also going to do the Defy Bane thing.
Let me double check my dice as you are attempting to lunge for him. There we go. And all right, one moment. There is a lot of math.
And I grow hungrier since I had to browse twice
Okay.
for what I was doing.
So with 11 successes, Aaron, you go to lunge at him, and you run. And Jenny, you see him running towards that track in the floor and along the ceilings. And what the two of you witness is Aaron runs, and then a bright white electricity powers around his body as Aaron, you run straight into an electricity wall. And you will take 3 aggravated damage.
Not this again.
So that'll be.
Fuck.
Okay. I stop.
You alright there, buddy?
That's fine.
Okay.
As the wall got 11 successes critical.
Oh my god.
So I shift, take the damage, use Defy Bane to switch to superficial, shift back and hit the ground still as me.
Yes. He goes, You can keep trying if you want.
Oh no.
It's fun to watch.
I'm
Learned your lesson?
something like that. What do you want?
Quite frankly, I want your prince, your bishop, your baron. I want names.
Lydia.
Okay.
You
And
said name, Bishop Lydia. If I knew where she was, I'd tell you. I want her
prince,
just as dead.
prince, bishop, and baron.
Don't know what
Names.
Baron. I think Gordon styled himself as a baron. Don't know where he is. Don't really care. If I knew where Lydia was, I'd tell you.
And a third.
No idea. No, seriously, I don't know his name.
What about you, pretty one? And Aaron, your face is covered in electrical burns as your bicep is peppered with Rothus rounds.
Yeah,
So a little scatterbrained right now.
that seems
Time's a
sensible.
ticking.
We are leaving, and we're taking them with us.
Oh, you're not going anywhere. That's real cute. That's real cute. None of you are leaving.
So why would we give you any names?
Because I'll make the death quick. If you do.
No, you won't. You enjoy this too much. Don't lie. I say as I'm looking around, trying to figure out the best way to get out of here. I would like to roll for peace.
Yes, roll me wits and investigation. And Jenni, this motley crew, is doing their best, and you just have even Trudy like looks to you with kind of a come on, and looks back at them.
How
I look
brightly
at
lit?
Trudy, I'm like,
How brightly lit is it in this room?
Why don't you make me wits and investigation regarding the lights?
Okay. 5.
5. So the lights in this room are interesting.
Okay.
There are just kind of bar lights around kind of the upper levels, which is where you're getting some of your light. Then you notice that there is an array, about 1 every 2 feet, of can lights in the ceiling, pointed directly down,
Are they on or off?
off.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Without those on, how brightly lit is it?
Medium.
Activate heightened senses.
Okay.
I just wanted the extra die. Now I'll make the one to see if we about escape routes. Fuck. Nervous laughter, nervous laughter. That was close. 1, 2, 4. 4 again.
4. And what are you attempting?
Best escape route.
Okay. There isn't one. As now you know what to look for with the electric fence, you can see that there is one along the open roof as well.
Okay. I'm going to turn heightened senses back off because I do not trust that lighting rig.
You would have heard also with the heightened senses on all the electrical buzzing
Yeah.
coming from these tracks.
Do I hear any airflow coming from anywhere?
No.
Okay.
And you do notice that the track is between you and her. Zane is standing on your side with Trudy.
And where's the door?
Behind Jenni.
It's metal.
Yes. We're gonna cut back quickly to Thomasina. So you approach back and everyone's gone.
Terrapin in hand, crack it open, just say like, here's the thing, I think I actually know where they are, but, I feel so stupid, and I'm just gonna like cover my head for a second.
Oh, don't feel like that. Like, look,
And
we
then
all get taken in by a pretty face. I got it.
And then I'm gonna activate mesmerize.
Okay.
Um,
He is an unsuspecting mortal
Yep.
and inebriated, so
Yep.
he has no resistance to this.
do I roll for that one? I can't remember.
Uh,
It's been so long.
Since he's unsuspecting and
No.
inebriated, we'll say no.
Okay. Neighbor, your here with other people, aren't you?
Just my boyfriend.
That's your boyfriend, okay. I really hate to tell you this. I think I saw him go down into a cavern down here. I'll show you where it
That's
is.
scary.
Very scary. And he needs your help. But you have to make sure that you yell his name out really, really clear. Oh, he has a different name. It's Zane. You're going to call out Zane as loudly as you possibly can.
Your friend's name is Zane?
Your boyfriend's name is Zane. He's got a new name and everything.
Oh, that's right. His name is Zane.
So I'll show you, and I'll go ahead and start like climbing down to where I saw them kind of go in. I'm just gonna say, he needs your help. Go in there, try and find him as quickly as you can. I'll be right here, just behind you, in case you need anything. But don't call out for me. Just tell me whether or not he's okay, or if he needs help.
Yeah. And he's gonna take off and go down. And we're gonna cut back to our other group. And by this point, you see Zane walks behind you, Jenni. And go ahead and make me wits and awareness to hear his conversation. 4. Fantastic. So, as he walks past you, you notice him touch his ear. He goes, go for Zeal. Copy. Mercy. Compromised. Will reinstate and give word as soon as I'm done with these rotting masses. Alright. Over. And he comes back. He goes, now, I'm just getting real fucking tired of this dog and pony show. So I got 2 names. I'll just keep killing till I get my 3rd. So I got Lydia and Gordon. So why don't you tell me why I shouldn't kill her first?
I do that. And I'm going to do 2 rouse checks worth of blood up into my throat.
Go for it.
Hey, I don't get hungrier. And I'm going to use Scorpion's Touch
Okay.
and spit it all over the exposed conduit for the electrical on the floor.
Okay. You do that. And you take out a small chunk. One part shorts out maybe probably about 6 inches or so.
Separating the line.
Yeah. So now instead of a wall, you have about a 6-inch opening. And he levels out a shotgun at you, a different one, and says, every fucking time you guys are like this. Every time, I swear. And he looks at you and goes, darling, your friends are real fucking disappointing. So tell you what, I'm gonna let y'all watch me kill her. You can beg for her life if you want to. I'm just gonna kill her in front of you. And if that don't motivate you, then I'll work on you next.
Okay.
Not okay. No.
I'm just waiting for him to move.
He points a shotgun at your face, Jackson. Let me see here. Goodness, this gear. Alright.
I'm activating Flesh to Marvel, by the way. I'm telling you up front.
Yep. It doesn't change peppering in the face.
Yep.
Alright. So he fires off a Rothus round at your face.
2 rouse checks.
Are you doing the 2 rouse checks?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
I get hungrier.
Okay. What are you at now?
3.
Hunger 3. Alright. So he fires off the Rothus round at you. And oh my goodness. Please take 8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Flesh of marble.
Yep.
You would ignore that first 8.
Yep.
What you will take, however, is the additional 5.
Mm-hmm.
Aggravated.
Mm-hmm. From
the effect of the Rothus.
which is
It counts as 2 different levels of damage.
what's the damage
5 ag.
for fire? But I'm asking what the source of the damage is.
Oh, source of the damage. Let's call this fire.
Okay. I'm going to.
It's just not fire in a way that would make you frenzy.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll Defy Bane to
Okay.
switch it to supernatural or superficial.
Okay.
And I get hungrier again. I'm at 4.
All right. You
And-
are dancing close to the edge.
So that's halved. Okay. When he fires, I am going to slide through that gap in the electrical. The second after where I take the damage.
This is 6 inches wide.
Yep.
How do you intend to slide through 6 inches?
Sideways. Jackson's skinnier than I am.
Jackson's not that skinny. I will give you a caution that you may choose to ignore.
Mm-hmm.
That as you get closer to the opening, you will be hit by it and you will have to spend willpower to push through it and you will still get the damage.
Okay.
Okay. Please spend me 2 willpower, as it is 2 pieces of the wall.
Okay.
And you will now take 3 ag.
I'll
How are
take
you
it.
on your health?
Fine, honestly.
So fortitude helps.
It's that 5 fortitude.
All right, and so you push through. And as you do, suddenly you find yourself wrapped in wire. And in a split second, the wire begins to electrocute you. And Jenny, you see it's the same wire that was once around your neck. And Trudy moves closer to you. As the electrocution is only going to do you 3 superficial,
Mm-hmm.
but it does incapacitate you.
Okay.
Aaron, what are you doing?
I'm going to think, what would Thomasina do? And I'm going to try to talk to the madman with many guns, an angry dog, and electrified fence. Names. You said name.
Yes.
Isaac.
Who's Isaac?
My sire.
I don't give a fuck about your daddy issues.
He's leader. There's different
I don't want a
types.
leader. I want a prince, a baron, and a bishop. Now, I know that you gave me a baron. One or the other may be a prince or a bishop. I want the other. Because you see, I could just string all the 3 of you out in the streets, really expose this whole little masquerade shit you think you got going on. That'd be wild, wouldn't it? Just tear the whole thing down to the ground, but I don't think we're quite there yet. I think you all deserve to suffer just a little bit longer. So you know what? Trudy, give her a taste of her own medicine. And he turns around to leave, and Trudy lunges for you, biting at your throat, ripping the flesh. And I will roll for Trudy's bite. Guard dog dice keep rolling out of my hand. Okay, you are only going to take 4 superficial damage.
For me?
Yes.
Okay.
As Trudy rips a chunk of your throat out.
I hope he did.
At this point-
Superficial circles back around
Yeah.
and starts becoming aggravated.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes, yes. So,
Okay.
so the 3 superficial, you'll finish filling your tracker with the hash marks, and then for whatever remains, you'll make one of those hash marks into an X as it becomes aggravated.
Got you.
It's like a
Gotcha.
Kingdom Hearts 2,
Okay.
like health bar
Okay.
kind of thing.
That's
Yeah.
the case. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. Got you.
So she is hurt very badly, though. And he leaves the room, and Trudy follows with him. And on the way out, Trudy jumps at the chair and knocks it over onto the ground, just as an extra fuck you. And they escape out the door. And you all are left here. And the electrical fence in the room goes off. All the sounds of the electricals go off. The guns lower. Seems as if this entire room has been deactivated.
I'll measure a hand over, kind of wave, make sure I'm not going to get shocked.
I stopped getting electrocuted.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll head over to Jackson and claw him out of the wires. Do you get a little hungry?
Remind me to kill him.
Are you okay?
She is sidewards chained to a chair on the ground.
Let's get those off. I'm gonna look for like the neck and gash and just try to like patch it up a little bit. Try to close the wound a bit.
Okay. And we'll say you can heal 1 superficial from that. I'll let it happen.
All right.
What the fuck?
Those are good sentiments. I'm on the same page.
Do not turn this against.
Oh no, it's not against you, but
We're
that person was better prepared than fucking Victor was.
Let's get out of here. Do you have a place to stay?
Kind of? What?
Hi, I'm Jackson. This is Aaron.
Jenni, you know that guy?
No.
What does he want with me?
Honestly, no idea. No clue. Literally, we were told that someone was abducted. And we came to figure out what the fuck was going on, and then literally all of this shit happened.
Is it because I'm different?
Hard to kill.
I'm
yes.
not as good at this part of the conversation.
We look for people around the city who are in need of help to this nightlife.
You're like me.
And I'll kind of show off the claw hand. Some people can do all kinds of cool things.
Yeah.
Are you hungry? I'm a little hungry.
I'm a little hurt.
Okay.
Am I still chained?
The chains have definitely loosened. If you guys were to slide her sidewards, you could slide her off of the chair.
Just break out anything with
Wiggle out.
locks on the back.
Yeah.
Claw those
Yeah,
out.
you've gotten out of it at this point.
So, I was just following my boyfriend in the park. He was there with his new little girlfriend.
Oh.
Yeah. They call her Tippy. This is some fuck shit.
We can unpack that later.
A different venue as well.
Yeah.
You guys hear a voice coming down the way. Zane, buddy, are you down here?
I am creeping up to the door, ready to claw out whoever accomplice that this is.
You're hearing it from where you came in.
Okay.
And it sounds like the camper
Okay.
that you knew.
Well, either he's in cahoots, or this is a rescue attempt. Let's leave.
Yeah.
Wait, we can just walk out this bitch?
It might be a little hard. I was wary walking through, getting pulled through some of the corridors, but there is a way out.
Yeah.
Storyteller,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start looking around the way we came and see if I can take a closer look.
So if you look up, you can see the track that you came down. Your track didn't change at any point. It was one continuous thing. And the door that is below where you came in is unlocked, so you could reasonably follow the track back to the beginning.
I know the way we came in. I don't know the way that he left. Let's go the way that we came.
We probably shouldn't follow him. I'd like to use this moment to heal.
Okay, so you'll roll 1 hunger die to rouse the blood. A success means you don't get hungrier. Oh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you do get hungrier, but you are able to heal 1 superficial.
Okay.
Storyteller.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to approach the door he left from.
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to breathe in very, very deeply and get a very good sense memory of what this man smells like.
Okay, I'll let you do that. He smells like coffee, very dark roast and espresso.
Delicious.
He also smells like cologne and strong dog smell.
Yeah. Okay.
Just use Hunter's Mark. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and so for sake of expediency, you guys are able to make your way out. You will all have to spend 1 willpower to get through the corridor.
Okay.
Oof.
How are you on willpower, Aaron?
I actually have some to spare.
Can I roll?
I don't want to spare them, but we're doing okay.
Can I roll?
What would you like to roll?
Willpower. Or composure resolve instead of spending it.
You will not be able to get through this hall without spending it.
Okay, I'll spend it. Oof.
But all the doors hurt more the closer you try to approach them to try and figure out what's in there.
No, I don't. I'm nope. Just gonna walk in a straight line down the center of it.
Okay. You take 1 kind of waver towards a door, and
Nope.
it's a quick nope. And you guys are able to come out, and you see a very dazed and confused camper. Just, are you guys Zane?
No.
The pretty lady said I had to come find Zane.
Zane's gone.
Oh. I'll go tell her, and he just walks off towards the ladder.
I follow him.
I'm actually eyeballing Jackson and Jenny to make sure we're not gonna suddenly just maul a random person.
I can't make any promises.
I mean, you can. Just
I'll try.
it'd be a nice place to do it.
And Jackson, being near this camper is very enticing.
Nope. She smells delicious, though.
I will actually just. Why don't I move in between you both?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring up the rear. Just go ahead.
Okay.
Jenny, when we get to the top,
Thanks.
there's a friend of ours. She'll be able to talk you through some steps as far as what the next few nights can look like. Room, board, food, and care.
Will she also be able to tell me exactly what I need to do to be able to give this guy a vasectomy?
Actually, yes. She's well connected. Yeah.
And so you guys are able to make your way to the ladder. and come up. And Thomasina, you see
Yeah.
your two friends come up with a third, all looking much worse for the wear.
Is neighbor also with them, or has he already come up and?
He came up first and just sort of wandered back off into the
Okay.
woods.
I've got other things to deal with right in front of me. Okay. What do we need first before we go anywhere near people?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Jenny,
I'm a little beat up.
Yeah, you are. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is that a bite?
It's
There's a dog.
yeah.
That went for you. I mean, I guess, but okay. Okay. You're okay until we get to a bag or something like that.
I'll figure it out.
Okay. And I'm just gonna start walking back in the direction of Jackson's car, where we left that. So.
Okay. So you all are able to get into Jackson's car.
Jackson,
And-
do you mind if
Um,
Thomasina drives?
I was gonna ask. What?
At 4 hunger, you will need to make a composure resolve.
Oh, yep,
roll.
yeah, I'm rolling. I was gonna do it anyway. That's 3 success. I hand you the keys and I get in the back.
Right, and I'm going to drive us back to.
And you're gonna drive. Aaron, where are you sitting?
I'll sit in the back with Jackson. I don't want to tempt any bites.
Okay. And so Jenny, you are up front with the not introduced female of this party. And you do hear a little behind you as a tiny possum crawls up on your lap, Jackson, looking very worried. And he's kind of like fussing all over you and crawling all over you.
And I'm just very, very gently, you can tell it's a very controlled action, just petting him.
And he's just fussing over you.
And I'm middle distance.
And where are you driving, Thomasina?
I am headed towards the penthouse, unless anyone else has any ideas.
Actually, the not too far from the school. They'd have more resources.
I completely forgot. I'm sorry. Yeah. Instead, I'm gonna change course, start heading towards the new school.
Okay. And Jenny, they're driving you through Atlanta towards Decatur.
I'm Jenny, by the way.
I'm Tommy. Is there a used cup or anything like that in Jackson's car?
Yes.
That was certainly.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it empty?
Yeah.
Okay. When we get to a
His car is
stoplight,
quite clean. There's just a little bit of
stuff in there.
things for Robin.
Okay. When we're at a stoplight, I am gonna go ahead and get some blood into the cup and just kind of pass that over to Jenny. Salud.
And so you will go up 1 hunger, Jenny. You will go down 1 hunger, and heal a superficial.
And then once she's done with that, I'm gonna take a minute, kind of get to the next stoplight, do it again, hand it back to Jackson,
Okay.
because he's looking rough.
I down it like a shot.
Yep.
Okay, Jackson, you will go down 1 hunger, and if you have any superficial,
I do, actually. Most of the damage I have is superficial.
all right, heal 1 of those.
Yay, I'm back down to 5.
And I'm just gonna, Aaron.
I'll be fine.
Thank you.
Alright, and so I'm gonna head
I'm-
towards school.
At 3 hunger now.
Okay. And so Jenny, you pull up to a beautiful Italian villa. Just the most gorgeous large-scale home you've ever seen. Fountain in the front, gardens, and there's a bunch of people walking around. And there's a gentleman on the front porch with a brown ponytail, blue eyes, a satin vest, and slacks. And he just waves to you all, but he kind of slumps against the door a little bit. seeing you all pull up. But not in a bad slump, but kind of a whew.
Until I get out of the car.
Yeah, the car, and he's like, oh, fuck's sake.
It's like half my face is burned.
Okay, everyone to the infirmary immediately. You look fine.
I'm gonna go with them.
Where is Olivia?
I'll get her.
Okay.
We'll get you to the infirmary first. Hello, my name is Q. Yes, like the letter. Your name?
Jenni, not from the block.
Okay, perfect. Jenni, not from the block. Let's get you to the infirmary first. We'll go over formalities later. And you all are rushed into the house, and you're rushed into this ostentatious, very expensive, elaborate home. And you see a couple other people dressed similarly to Q, just not as nice, whereas he has a paisley printed vest, theirs are plain. They appear to be staff. And they kind of fuss over all of you. They're checking you, getting you into this room that looks like a master bedroom, but fashioned a little bit more into a hospital wing. And they get you over, and two of the employees go, and they are grabbing from a refrigerator bags of blood, and they're bringing them over to you, and to you, and to you.
And I just slide it back to them.
And they're like, what do you need?
To talk to Olivia.
Okay. And they begin to fuss over you and check your wounds and get you stitched up. And they're being a little polite, kind of just like, hello, my name is so-and-so. You're not catching all of it. It's all a lot. But Q is standing and he's watching all three of you. And coming in from the room, you see a woman in a long emerald green drape, old Hollywood style dress with a fur shawl, Rita Hayworth hair, white blonde. And she comes in and goes, my goodness, what is happening here tonight? She goes, right, darling, my name is Olivia Grace, Toreador Primogen. Pleasure to meet you. How are you, dear?
Jenni, I'm doing better. I don't really know what's going on.
Oh, yes, of course. My goodness, you look like hell. What has happened?
Best guess, very well equipped hunter.
Lower your fucking voice. Everybody out! And you watch as the staff just bolts. And she comes over and she's just rubbing your shoulder. Just like, she goes, honey, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You were taken in the park, and he hurt you. What can you tell me about him?
I'll share as much as I can about the layout, his description,
Yep.
the dog.
I'll elaborate on anything that I feel needs more additional details.
Okay. Darling, did he say anything to you? Anything you pick up? Anything we can go on?
Something was compromised?
Probably you all finding that place. Anything else?
That's all I remember.
Okay, I'm so sorry, dear. Anything comes to you, you let me know.
He had a lot of time to set all that up. He's been here for a while.
That's what I don't like. Hunters will take out the SI and us.
Mm-hmm.
You can bet that SI building was them. My dear, what we have here is we have a school to help young, we call them kindred, but young vampires like yourself, get acclimated to what we have here. And how to be a vampire, don't get caught or in trouble like this. We do our best. There's other people here like you. Just people trying to make their way. I want to make sure we take care of you.
Kind of like X-Men.
Yes, people keep saying that. I'm gonna have to watch that. Is that a TV show?
You watched bear with me. There was a cartoon
Oh,
in the
And
90s.
Comic series.
The TV show's easier to consume some media of.
I'm sorry, but I've got
Comic books I like. Those are at least literature.
See?
Okay. Fair. Fine.
I don't do these cartoons.
It was good though.
They were nice when they first came out. You know, the Merry Melodies, they were fantastic. And then, they just got terrible.
I like that
Theme
one
song
with the
slapped,
owl.
though.
You know, I love the singer. I love the
And the Jim and the Springer.
I love the singer.
Oh, I'm gonna like you. We're gonna get along well.
I think he's mad. He's really mad.
Oh, he's like that all the time. That's just his face, dear.
Wow.
Miss Grace,
I'm even missing
I'm
half
not
of it.
positive yet, but I'm not sure who else Jenny might be answering to.
Answering to.
Primogen.
Darling, have you been a part of Vampire Society before? We've never seen you before.
I just
Okay.
kind of woke up like this one day.
All right. We'll get you set up. Is there anything you can do that's special? Anything that comes naturally to you?
I can do this. Show him a claw. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that narrows it down.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, looks like you lucked out here and got yourself a sister. There's different kinds of vampires, dear, and in our system, we try and make sure that each kind has their own mayor that they can go to for help and assistance. And yours, her name is Denise.
Make her mayor of Shantytown.
I'll give her a call and she can come meet with you. But for now, I want to let you rest and get used to things. And yes, welcome to the X-Men thing. X-woman, whatever. I'm not doing this.
You can introduce her to Cyclops.
Just so you know. So there are things that are going to come naturally to you, and there are going to be people that more naturally flock to you or that understand you a little bit better. But if you put your mind to it, and then I'm going to also release feral weapons, you can learn anything, no matter who you are.
Oh.
I'll bring it back.
True. Olivia,
Yes.
I can't. I gesture at the bags and to the door feed off of any of that.
Honey, we have different kinds. What do you need?
I gesture to all of them still in the room.
Yes. Q, darling, grab me. She looks you over. 4 of the yellow label. Thank you, please. Don't worry, we've got you.
Thank you.
Now, Jenny dear, you'll have your own room here. It's got anything you need in it. We can have Q take you home tomorrow once you've had a chance to heal up and get you some of your personal effects. But everywhere here is safe. Feel free to go about the house, the gardens, whatever you like. We've got classes that we can help you with, but don't feel too rushed to get into them. We have had a few new arrivals lately. So you'll be meeting some other folks in a similar boat as you.
More than usual.
You got any questions for me, dear?
Those bags. Is it like when people go for, private time?
What?
Like when they, go for private time and do whatever it is that people that do private time does?
It's
Is that-
blood, dear.
But what makes it different from the others?
Oh, the yellow label. Oh, no, dear. He drinks blood that comes from us. Different people feed in different ways. Some people, they only feed from animals. Some people, they only feed from bags. Some people only feed from other kindred. Some people feed in ways that just aren't polite.
That's one way to put it.
But whatever way you feed that's natural to you, we'll teach you a few other ways to do things.
Okay.
Get you a good footing.
There's plenty of options. I just won't.
And I'm gonna have to talk to Alpha if this is a hunter's issue.
Whose domain is that quarry in?
Bellwood.
Bankhead. My goodness. That might be Tilly's.
We should probably warn her they've been there for a while.
I'll check with Alpha over who owns that domain, and we'll see what we can do.
He was specifically looking for names of leaders tonight.
Bishop,
What'd you
Baron,
give him?
Prince. I gave him Lydia and Gordon.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't mention Alpha?
No.
Let me tell you what I would have done.
I tried to think.
No.
Okay.
You give them Alpha's name, and let me tell you why. The minute they go after him, they're done, okay? Now, he might actually take out Lydia. Hell, he might take out Gordon. He's dead on his feet the minute he goes anywhere near our prince.
Yeah,
Understood?
Now, the thing I know
seen
about
his story.
Hunters, though, dear, that Second Inquisition building, what you saw, you tell me you think one man did that?
Nope.
Hunters travel in groups.
He was talking to someone.
It sounded like he was getting angry at him, though.
He was.
I like his schism.
I didn't hear the first conversation he had, but he was mad.
Mm-hmm.
Something's not going their way.
Did he say any names or any...
This dog.
Little bitch.
Yeah. What was the dog's deal?
Had some kind of special training. I mean, Caesar couldn't have done this.
Did he seem to have any military background?
He did not appear to.
Okay. It wasn't military. Like, it wasn't a military trained dog, I don't think.
What kind of dog was it?
Dalmatian.
They've been known to use them, but not often.
It was really off. Something was off about him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Jackson.
didn't get a chance to try to talk to it. Yeah.
Your phone buzzes. Regular one, not your secret one. Block number. Text message. And it says, I thought you looked familiar. I'm coming for you, Jackson.
I pull out my phone and finally look at the message from Patrick earlier.
The message from Patrick says, I'm sorry I never knew. I feel like a horrible friend. But I can understand why you didn't tell me. But whenever you're ready, you've got a wingman.
You two okay?
Yep.
Nope.
Put my phone away. Actually, I take the SIM card out of the phone and I snap it in half and I drop it on the floor and then I put the phone away.
Okay.
And Olivia's just like, oh, don't throw things away in my house.
I pick it up. I put it in the trash.
Thank you.
Did Q come back with the blood bags?
Yes, Q has come back with the blood bags and
I
passed them off to you.
Capri Sun all 4 of them.
And you are back down to 1 hunger.
And I'm going to rouse to heal.
Okay.
Well, I only have to drink 2 of them to be at 1 hunger. So I will rouse to heal. No, I don't want you. 2. And I get hungrier and then I drink the other 2.
Okay.
But I'm, all I have left is the superficial damage.
Okay.
Olivia, before I forget, there was a
Yes, dear.
there was a gentleman who was very helpful. What an assistant! Who may have walked away before I could disabuse him of certain notions that I implanted in his head.
Messy dear.
To be fair, my concerns were-
Understandable, it does seem that you were in quite a bit of a pickle.
Yes, but nonetheless, that is
Anger through
maybe
cold,
just an odd person to
Give the information to Q. He'll
Thank you.
dispatch someone to deal with it.
Mhm.
It's all right, dear. You lay down. You get comfortable. I'll have the glad hands tend to you. Q will be in to check on you in a little while.
This is a safe space.
Welcome to the Olivia Grace School. that is where we are going to leave our story for tonight. Thank you all so much for joining us. Remember that we will be taking next week off for our audio producer Emily's wedding. So send your congrats and love to Emily next week, and we will be back the week after that with some new surprises. You guys take care. Good night.